Welcome to our Send Out Cards opportunity meeting. Tonight is Wednesday, January 31st, the last day of January. 1/12 of the year is gone. Hey, I want to welcome you to our Send Out Cards call tonight, and I have my guest tonight, Lori Delk. You can see her. Say hi, Lori.
Hi.
Yes, we're excited to have you. I'm really glad that you have taken time out of your busy schedule to participate in our call. The information we are about to share is going to change your life, not just financially, but emotionally. And that is if you apply it. So we are in the Send Out Cards. And golly, I'm ahead already. And we're super excited that you're here. And for some reason or another, my screen is not working. It has locked up. So hold on, here we go. Here at Send Out Cards, we're all about making a difference in people's lives and taking you to the next level. We're really about connecting you and helping you to move to the next level. Here is me. I am the presenter tonight, and I am Diefenbach-Jones. Just to give you a little bit about my background, I'm an accountant and statistician by education and work experience. I worked in corporate America 20 plus years in companies like Cigna Healthcare and United Healthcare. I was a pretty high level leader, and I had a pretty large team. What I really liked about corporate America is it gave me the opportunity to help people that graduated from college get experience and help them develop their careers and go in the right way. But you know what I didn't like were the hours. I felt like corporate America owned my life. And you see, I'm a single mom. And at that time, I had a kiddo in high school. He played baseball. And if you know anything about baseball, it could be at 5 o'clock on Tuesday and 6 o'clock on Wednesday and Thursday at 2 o'clock. And heaven forbid if it rains or you had a delay or something, you never know when the games are going to do. And I miss games. And the problem with missing the games was I didn't just miss any game. I missed the game where he really did a great job, and everybody's texting me, and I hated it. I hated it. I came across Send Out Cards at a networking event, and when I saw the system, I was like, this is incredible, that you could send a real card with pictures on it that goes through the mail from your computer, and you could do it any time of day. I was like, I'm in. I jumped on board as a customer and started using the system, and I was so incredibly impressed. I started building this as my business. And at the time, I also worked as a Lean Six Sigma consultant in corporate America. And I've gone on to really build a successful Send Out Cards business. I cannot imagine not being an entrepreneur. It's super fun. And one of the added advantages is you meet people like Lori, who I would never have met if I wasn't in corporate, if I hadn't come into Send Out Cards. And it's just an added benefit about what Send Out Cards is all about. But let's just jump into what we're talking about here. Here at Send Out Cards, we were founded in 2003, and our international headquarters is in Salt Lake City, and we are a member of the DSA. The DSA is the Direct Selling Association. It's a very important group to be a member of because it shows that we live by all the ethics that our industry requires. What Cody set out to do is, if you think about Amazon, it changed how we shop and the way we do things. Netflix. You think about the old days. You'd go to Blockbuster, and you'd be Friday night and you want to get that movie, and you get there and it was gone. Netflix, you don't have to go anywhere. You can rent on demand anytime you want, and it's not going to be sold out. And think about iTunes. Back in the old days, we used to go to the record store and buy records, and you only really wanted one song, but you had to buy a whole album. Now you go to iTunes, you can listen, you can figure out what the song is, you can get it from iTunes, you can download it to your phone in a matter of seconds. Stopped at a stoplight. That's what Cody wanted to do with greeting cards. Make it so it was much easier and much more efficient and cut out the inefficiencies in it. So when you think about your smartphone, there's many things that we do. But before we get into that, think about this. The largest taxi company owns no taxis. Uber. The largest telecom company owns no lines. Skype. The largest media owner creates no contact. Facebook. The largest movie house owns no cinemas. Netflix. The largest software vendors do not even create the apps. Apple and Google. And the largest greeting card and gift company has no stores, which is SendOutCards. And I just think that this is just incredible when you think about the technology and where we are today compared to how we used to do things. SendOutCards is the best relationship building program in the world. And we've done over 140 million greeting cards and 7 million gifts over the past 13 years. Now, I think it's a lot more than that because we just went through the holiday season and we had massive action going on. So it's more than that. But it's just a great way to build relationships. And we all know we like to do business with people we like, know, and trust. And using SendOutCards helps you to build better relationships and take your relationship to the next level. So how does it work? You could do this from your computer, and many of us use our computer, but we can also do this from our smartphone. You can use your iPhone or an Android. They both work. You download an app and put it on your phone. It's as simple as that. When you think about everything you do on your smartphone, we communicate, we call people, we text people, we do social media like Facebook, we play games, we get the news and weather, we pay bills, we figure out what movies we might want to watch. A big thing I do are pictures. I love doing pictures on my smartphone. Get directions. My smartphone is much better at directions than my GPS on my car. But think about this. You could do business on your smartphone. The only thing you really need to do, SendOutCards business, is your smartphone. And you could do everything right from your smartphone. So it's something you already have and you can use it just to make some money. So when you think about sending cards, 80% of cards sent are celebrating new possibilities. So if you're going to do business with somebody, maybe you want to send them a card and say, hey, let's celebrate some new possibilities and some new things we could do. They'd sign up and do business with you. You might want to send a thank you. Or you might want to send, it was a great to meet you. And you can see some people prefer the pearl white, some people prefer the black. One's not better than the other. We have both. And so these are 80% of your cards that are sent. Now, how does this work? When you're sitting in your house or in your office, you could be drinking your favorite coffee drink or whatever else you might want to be drinking, and you go into the SendOutCards app. It looks like this. And we want to send a campaign. So you light this, you see this little yellow button at the bottom, you click on that. Now, a campaign is something that you send over and over and over again. It could be like a holiday card that you send to a bunch of people, or it could be maybe you're sending a nice to meet you and you're going to send it each time you meet somebody. You're not going to do a mass mail out, but you're going to do it one at a time. So we are going into campaigns and we're looking at the first impressions, and this is what it looks like. And now we're going to pick first impressions white, new possibilities. So we just click on it, and here's the front of our card. It says celebrating new possibilities. You go inside the card, and here we go. We can add a photo. It says your photo here. You can take a selfie or take a picture right then and there, or you can get it from your smartphone if it's in your smartphone library, or you can get it from your SendOutCards library. So we just took a picture and put it in this card. We go to the other side, and whoever invited you to this webinar will help you customize this message to what you want. So you can have a customized message, but the best part is once you have a standard message, you could customize it. You can see in this one, he customized it. He put in his first name. He even put in his signature to make this personal for exactly what he wanted. You can also do it in your own handwriting, and there's a lot of other fonts out there as well. This is the back of the card that he uses. And now he goes into his contact manager, and he selects who he wants to send it to. If the person's not in your contact manager, you can add that person, but we're just, for now, we're going to select this person. Now we submit the order. It goes on to our production queue, and tonight at midnight, it's pulled off production. It's printed, stuffed, stamped. A gift is added if you're adding a gift, and it's in the first mail drop tomorrow morning. We work every day the postal system works. So if the post office, if the United States Post Office is open, then SendOutCards is cranking out cards. So here's what our finished product looks like. And just think, if you met somebody and you received this card where you were going to start doing business, this is a pretty wow to get this in the mail. Celebrating new possibilities with a picture of yourself and the person you're working with and your message. So these are just some examples that we have that Callie put together. Callie took a picture with this guy, Michael, and put it on the front of the card. Now there's something very brilliant about this. Many of us go to networking events, like I was at an event today and I've got a bunch of business cards, and maybe you remember what somebody looks like, but maybe you don't. Maybe you say, golly, I know who that person is, but what do they really look like? When it comes in the mail with a card, bingo, guess what? You know them. You say, oh yeah. And then she wrote a beautiful little message. It was great to meet you at Top Golf on Wednesday. I enjoyed talking to you and learning about your business, on and on and on. All the best, Callie. She sends this in the mail, and what a powerful tool it is. Here's another example. This is a card I use. And what it has is it has Eric's first name on the front. This is a guy she met at a networking event. She puts her picture with him on the inside. And again, it helps you remember who you met and what they look like. It's just reinforcement. And she talks about it was great meeting you, and she puts where they met him, and she looks forward to another meeting, and she signs it. Her birthday card, and I love this. You know, she has on the card, happy birthday, Anne, because that's specifically who it's to. And how cute is that? Put it in a little sign. You can really customize this. You could set this up and make it ready to go, and you don't even have to think about it. Here's a St. Patrick's Day card, and I really like celebrating the unexpected holidays. Many times you expect to get a card maybe for Thanksgiving or in the December holidays, but we don't often get St. Patrick's Day cards or April Fool's cards, things like that. Celebrate some unusual holidays and send it to people. They're really going to remember you because you're the only one that's doing that. So what I'd like to do now is introduce my beautiful friend, Lori Delk from Nashville, Tennessee. I am super honored and excited to have you on the call tonight, Lori. Lori is a designer, brander, and marketing expert, and she runs her own company called BMD Enterprises. She's a best-selling author of not one book, but 2 books. Keep those clients, and who doesn't want to keep those clients? And we all have choices. I love that title, Lori, because I think we do. We all have choices. She's a speaker, a coach, a trainer in master relationship marketing and retaining clients. She runs the Nashville Networking Business Lunch, and she runs 3 nonprofits, and she is a proud mother. She has beautiful, beautiful, beautiful family that I absolutely love, and she's building a SendOutCards business, and I'm just like, I don't even know how you have time to do all that. I feel very fortunate to have you on the call tonight, and Lori, I'd like you to tell us a little bit about your story and journey.
Sure. Thank you so much, Willie. Yes, I'm so glad to be on the call with you tonight, and so happy to have met you and built our friendship over the last few years. That's one of the such great things about being in this company. Just I've been in the company almost 14 years now, and just met so many amazing people. And then especially you and I having some different other synergies that match, that we've been able to connect on other different levels too. You know, the last couple of years has just been such a blessing. And so but yeah, definitely my grandmother taught me how to send out cards back like when I was 5 years old. And so she would teach me that, you know, if somebody gave you something or did something for you, they didn't have to, you know, so you're to write them a thank you card. So I created them when I was little from scratch, you know, in little kindergartner's handwriting, you know, and then as I grew up and I started my business back in 1993, I sent out cards. I had the Microsoft greeting card workshop on my computer, and I would create custom cards and I would print them out and I would mail them to people. And so when SendOutCards came around in 2003, it was just the perfect fit for me with what I was already doing, because the company printed the cards. I didn't have to anymore, you know, and there was a bunch of cards already created in our system, and then you could add pictures and customize them if you wanted, and click send, and then I'm done. You know, I don't have to buy ink. I don't have to make sure that all my, you know, my red ink's not running out and the purple's there and all that. You know, it just all is streamlined. And now over just almost the last 14 years that I've been with SendOutCards, I've sent out over 80,000 cards in my personal life. And it's just amazing. It's amazing how it enhances your relationships. Like a couple of them that you saw with, that you showed with Callie, you know, like the St. Patrick's Day card. How cute is that, you know? And St. Patrick's Day is coming up, right? And Valentine's Day is coming up next month. And, you know, a lot of people think, you know, oh, Valentine's Day, you know, well, either I don't have a spouse or partner or whatever. It doesn't matter. I send out lots of Thanksgiving. Yeah, I sent those too, but lots of Valentine's Day cards, you know, because everybody loves to be loved, right? So you just spread the love and share it. And, you know, you want to love your clients. That's one that I did one year is I just created a card that said, I love my clients. And I sent that to all my business people. You know, and how much does that make people feel when they get that in the mail? That, you know, how many other people in business did they work with that actually sent them a card, you know, besides Christmas? And even some people don't even do that, right? You know, but, you know, when they get it on Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day, or, you know, or even make up a day. Like one year I did, I found something on the internet that said it was watermelon spitting contest day or something. And so I just Googled for some images and pulled them off the web and threw them on a card and made it fun and sent them out and said, text me your pictures of your watermelon spitting contest, you know, that you do. And it was funny because, and I got texts back from people for that, you know, and it was just a fun way to connect with people and build relationships, you know. And so outside of business, you know, you want to do business too, but, you know, like you just said earlier, people do business with those they know, like, and trust, you know. And I always add on to that and remember, if they don't remember you, you know, they're not going to do business with you. And so once you do that, honest and ethics and, you know, keeping in touch and everything, that, you know, doing all the right things in your business, then you keep in touch with people so they do remember you and build that relationship. They're automatically going to give you referrals also and refer you to their friends and family when they need your service or product.
That's awesome. And Lori, I know that you have numbers of how this has improved your business, and has it changed how you build your business?
It has, definitely. Back, you know, in 1993, of course, when I was first starting my web and graphics design business, I was looking for business. You know, I was trying to get business. And now I honestly turn business away. I stay so busy. It's completely 100% referral based business. I don't advertise at all. People ask me, well, where's your website, you know, for your portfolio and things? And I tell them, I can give you my website, but it's not going to give you very much information because honestly, I refer business out anymore. I'm not trying to attract that business because I'm blessed with it because of the relationships I've built over the years and keeping in touch.
That's incredible. So your business is 100% referral based now. That is just incredible. And I bet that saves you a lot of money.
It does. It saves a lot of money. I mean, how many people spend, hundreds or even thousands of dollars on advertising every month, right? On Facebook, on Google, on billboards out on the side of the road, or, all kinds of different marketing things. I remember researching and looking for ways I could market, new ways, or buying lists or whatever. And, and I don't have to do any of that anymore. And I get people that constantly refer me out to other people. I got 3 phone calls today, just that wasn't expected, out of people referring other people to me for something with business that they needed. And, and that happens all the time, to where that's it. Like I said, I have other people that are web and graphics designers that I work with now that I refer business out to, because I can't take on any more business and I stay very busy. And it's just such a blessing. I can sit here in my home in Nashville or wherever I'm at with my laptop in my mobile office and make 6 figures, and it's easy. And I love it. And it's all because of the relationships I've built over the years and keeping in touch in neat ways, like with the greeting cards and gifts. I had a guy that actually ran one of my meetings for me a couple weeks ago, that something came up. It was one of my local networking business luncheons. And I have a couple people that normally work for me to run them, like when I'm out of town speaking at events or whatever. And something came up and there was a conflict and I needed somebody. And this guy came in and helped out. And I got a message from him today, because of course I sent him a card, and I know he loves to read. He's very much in personal development and business success. And so I sent him one of the books right from our gift store. And he sent me a message back saying, thank you so much. That was so sweet of you. You didn't have to do that and all that. But, and of course I did, right? He did something for me. So I needed to thank him properly.
Right.
But it was so neat that, that's it, that I was able to do it right. I mean, it took me like 2 minutes to do, and it sent him a nice card and gift, all customized.
Wow, that's incredible. And I just love your energy. Of course, we want to do business with you. So, and you appreciate people, and it's genuine, and it comes from the heart. And I really think that that's what Send Out Cards is all about. Building a business and building it from the heart. And the way you make connections is incredible. What I want to do now is kind of share what our pricing is. When you join Send Out Cards, most of our customers come on with a $39 subscription. And this is a subscription. There's no commitment. You could sign up today. You could cancel tomorrow. Your points roll for 18 months. What this means is a point costs 39 cents. So 1 card equals 3 points. So if you took 3 times 39, a card would be $1.17 plus postage. You can buy more points. If you run out of points, you can buy more. And many people purchase this with a bundle. You could start just with the $39, or you could purchase it with a bundle. Now, let me just tell you what the bundles are. But before I get to that, we have 2 other options. We have our retail option at $9.80, and we have your pay-as-you-go option at 66 cents a point. These are much more expensive options, and most people, again, go with the $39 because it's a much better buy than these other plans. But let me just now explain what these bundles are. I'm going to start right in the middle with the $3.95. The $3.95 is our most popular bundle because it's such a good deal, and it's what most people, individuals and businesses, want. It has a $754 total value, but you only pay $3.95. It includes the first impressions kit. And what that means is it's the custom brand manager. So I showed you a little earlier how you could customize the back of the card. This allows you to customize the back of the cards. You get signature series cards. And those are those pearlized white and those black cards I showed you a little bit earlier, the nice to meet you, celebrating new opportunities, and thank you. These are set up and they're ready to go, and they're pretty cool. You get a startup campaign value, and these are 7-touch special occasion and 5-touch follow-up. These give you something you can just go ahead and use them, or you can use them for examples. I will tell you, most of my customers and team use them as examples, but they're great to have because they give you a lot of ideas of how you can automate and make your send out cards even easier. You get the training portal, and I like to compare that to case studies. So you can go out there and see how different people built their business. You could go out and see how Lori built her business. You could go out there and see how a real estate person, and even if your business is not there, you can look at somebody else's and see what they did and customize it for yourself. It includes handwriting. So your handwriting is in cards, and you can have 4 signatures. You get 200 points to get started, and you get our upgraded memory vault. So that's $395, our most important, our most purchased bundle. The $195 is the personal bundle, and that includes the custom brand manager. So it's the back of the cards, but it does not include the first impressions kit, and it does not include the startup campaign value. You get 4 signatures, but no handwriting, and 100 points to get started, and then very basic storage. The $795, what that really is for multi-user accounts. So say, for example, you run a business and you have 2 salespeople and you want each person to have their own account. That you would start with the $795. But when you're ready to make your purchase, get back with the person that invited you to this webinar and go through these so you can select the one that really applies to you. Now, for $50, you can become a distributor. And what that means is you get to earn commissions and bonuses, and you receive compensation just for sharing send out cards. What I really find is this business is very easy because you just share this from your smartphone. So I encourage you to get started now. Don't delay. There's 4 types of people. Number 1, there's a customer, and we love customers. Number 2, there's a referral partner, and I like to compare that to we give you referral bonuses for sending people to us. Number 3, you could earn money working part-time. So you might say, I want to make a car payment, or I want to pay for my kids' college, or something else, and we just set you up for part-time income. Or maybe you want to go on and replace your current income. We will help you do that. So you want to get back to the person that invited you and let them know if you're a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4. But before we get there, we talked about these bundles. Let me show you how our commission structure works. When you sign on as a distributor, I mentioned earlier, the marketing bundle is our most popular package. You can earn up to $335 at each marketing bundle sold. Now, the really cool thing about this is time after time after time, and we're paid twice a week. So you get paid twice a week on this. The personal bundle, you get up to $167, and the business bundle up to $670. But it gets better. I like to call this our upfront money. When you come on as a distributor at level 1, which would be right directly under you, you could get 3 distributors who got 3, who got 3. If you went down all the way to 7, you can see how many distributors you get. You get a 2% commission up to your 7th level, where you get 5%. Now think about this. How big would your team be? And that's going to tell you what you're going to make. So you can grow your team as big as you want, and that's going to determine your income level. I encourage you to get started now. Don't delay. And again, we have 4 types of people, so get back to the person that invited you and let them know if you're a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4, and get started now. SendOut Cards is poised for international massive expansion, and millions will experience SendOut Cards in the next few years. We're going to become a household name, and this is a great thing to be a part of. And going from there, excuse me, this is my favorite quote. If someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes, and then learn how to do it later. Richard Branson. And what a great quote. So I encourage you to get back to the person that invited you and have them answer any questions and get started with us now. Thank you so much for participating. And Lori, thank you so much for coming on my call tonight. I so appreciate you.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.
Thanks so much. Thanks for inviting me.
Okay, bye.